Today I'm gonna be reading some spooky babysitter stories. I love reading these, but they creep me out so much. I'm never babysitting. Like, don't ask me to babysit. I babysat for 2 little girls, and more than once they'd say they saw something in the other room, but there wasn't anything there. They were like 3 and 6, so I feel like they weren't old enough to trick me, but they were really insistent on having seen a person in the other room. The family I babysit for lives in an older house from the 60s. After the kids went to bed, I was chilling on the couch watching Game of Thrones. I had my headphones in and it sounded like someone was calling my name. I took them off and checked on the kids, but they were both sleeping. That happened a couple of times and eventually I stopped checking. If I heard my name and there was no one calling it, there's no chance I would have put those headphones back in. Stay alert, people. What the hell? Maybe I just read too much like scary shit that I'm just like, you're not gonna catch me slacking. I was babysitting these 2 girls, and once I had put them down, they kept calling my name and they'd tell me when I got there that something was wrong. I went in and one girl asked if I saw the cat in her window. She was saying that the cat's face was still there, but I saw nothing there. At least it was just a cat. Though I am afraid of cats, so probably still would have freaked me out. I babysat twin girls last summer. I put them to bed upstairs and went to watch TV in the living room across the hall. As I left, looking into the pitch black, I heard a deep voice yelling downstairs. I went downstairs thinking maybe the parents had come home early, but no one was there. I still don't know what that was. It definitely sounded like it was coming from inside the house. Recently, I was babysitting brothers and they were both knocked out asleep. Music started playing in their room around 1 a.m. from their mini record player. But when I looked, there wasn't even a record on the player thing. They slept through it all. I was babysitting my cousin who was 3 years old at the time when he suddenly started singing the itsy bitsy spider, but with a few lyric changes. It went something like the itsy bitsy spider climb up the water spout and pushed mama off. What the f? Then the sun came out and ate mama's body. Hold. The itsy bitsy spider climb up the water spout and pushed mama off, and the sun came out and ate mama's body. Okay. I was trying to sing it, but still creepy. Still fucking creepy. I babysat this 3-year-old, and every time I babysat him, he'd ask me to check the closet where the screaming comes from, which was at the end of the hallway at the back of the house and was always locked. I literally stopped babysitting him because I couldn't stand it. I babysat him like 5 times and then I was out. What if he was trying to tell us something? In 2013, I was babysitting twins and I heated up soup for dinner and put them into identical bowls and served it. Less than a minute later, one of the twins' soup was cold and the other was still hot. That was weird. Maybe you heated up the same bowl twice. Why is this here? This goes to show you that I'm reading them for the first time with you, because what the hell? I was babysitting my neighbor, and right before I put them to bed, the youngest, who was about 3, asked me if I had made sure the door was locked. I reassured her that I had, but she seemed really scared and it seemed a little odd for a 3-year-old to worry about. So I asked her why she was scared and she said, because that's how the scary people from my dreams get in. Fuck, make sure that door's locked. When we were kids, my little brother never used to want to be in his room at night. He would be fine in there during the day and okay with the rest of the house, even once it got dark. But for like a year, we just about shared a bedroom because he was too scared to sleep alone. When I would ask him about it, he would say there was a little boy in there who would talk to him sometimes and keep him up. He said the boy liked his toys and always wanted to play with them. Once we were in high school, our parents told us his room used to be a boy's room who died in the bathtub. They didn't ever tell us because they didn't want to freak us out. I mean, they were right, but I feel like the reason it would have freaked him out because it would have confirmed that there was a kid in that room. Do you have any creepy babysitter stories? I recorded that entire video and then watched it back and realized I had like white particles on my freaking hair, and it's because of this. It's because of this. I have these baby hairs that I just want to like to make sure they're gone, and I forgot to like brush it out because it stays there. So no, I don't have lice. Not that anyone was thinking that, but that's all I could look at the entire time I was watching that video back. So just know that, you know, if you use this, make sure you brush it out.